Hi, I'm James Bentley. I'm from Bentley Leathercraft. Small business set up in Liverpool, making leather stuff. So I've been doing leatherwork maybe 2 or 3 years now. I started with a knife sheath. I made a couple of knives for friends and then realised I needed something to put the knives in. So I had to start learning leather, and it all just happened from there. One thing led to another, and yeah, people started paying me, so I kept doing it. The favourite thing for me to make is the next thing. I know that sounds really stupid and diplomatic, but it's the next new thing. I'm always excited about the next new thing I'm going to make. So if it's a custom order or something that I've never done before, it's that whole logic process of going through from creating something from nothing. That's what really gets me going. My big break was a keyrings order for company Tom's. You know, they make them shoes, obviously. Yeah, they ordered like 4,000 keyrings from me about 6 or 8 months after I started working, and I was like, okay. And I made it happen. I'm still not sure how I made it happen. I think with the help of friends and family, they made it work. This saved me so much effort and so much noise with setting the rivets for those keyrings. Imagine setting 4,000 rivets. The neighbours would not have been happy. So this is an absolute dream. Definitely recommend that. So that was my my first big break. And the first time I realised that I could actually make a proper living doing it. A few months ago, I contacted a YouTuber called Alex Steele. He's a blacksmith down Norwich ways. And basically I just sent him some scrap leather because one of the videos he clearly needed some leather and he didn't have any. So I just sent him some scraps and touched base and said hello. Then the other week, he got back in touch and asked if I'd like to help him make a knife sheath. So naturally I said yes, and tracked it down there to Norwich, and then we worked on a sheath together. It was a video that he put out, and it's got like 150, 160,000 views, which is pretty cool. I never imagined I could get that many views on YouTube. But we did. It was a great collaboration, and since my Instagram feed's gone through the roof. So yeah, so follow me at Bentley Leathercraft on Instagram, and you'll see some of my little tips and tricks, and just see some of the stuff that I'm working on. And yeah, and go find that video with Alex Steele. It's the handmade project that he did, handmade knife, all with hand tools. We made a sheath together. It came out pretty nice. Okay, so what I've been making today is a portfolio, A4 portfolio folder, if you want to call it that. So the process behind that is we'll trace out our template, then we'll case it a little bit, put a stamp in it, so you've got my logo there, then we'll dye it. Wait for the dye to set, and then I'll wax it with Aussie wax. Wait for that to set, buff it up a little bit, then I'll trim it and cut it out to size. And once it's cut out, we'll wet it a little bit, fold it into shape, make sure it's all the right shape. Then we'll do our edges, so bevel the edges, sand them, burnish them, paint them, sand them, paint them, sand them, paint them. We'll get the edges nice. Once they're all set, we'll put in the elastic ribbon to hold it all closed. So rivet that in and it's done. It's a pretty straightforward little folder. Have a go yourselves. So Tandy have been really useful for me personally. I'm fortunate enough to live quite close to a Tandy retailer. So when I started out, it was the first place that I went to go and get tools and information, and they were so helpful, just giving me the groundwork, the place to start from. So much information, and I'd just go in expecting to spend half an hour and come out 3 hours later after a brew and a good long chat. So the guys in there have been phenomenal. I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for them. So thank you to them. Yeah, the majority of the tools that I own are from Tandy, and I can't recommend them highly enough. Great stuff.